Welcome, Khalid.
Justin?
A pleasure, as always.
Pleasure indeed.
Episode 2, New World Anarchy.
Episode 2 of New World Anarchy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the world.
We may have some things that offend you, and we just want to forewarn you, because we don't mean to offend. We're gentlemen. However, in case you do find that you are offended, just shut us off, turn us down. You know, go back to your own little cob.
Exactly,
in the
yeah.
world.
I mean, if the material of this video really offends you, then just go ahead and hit unsubscribe, hit the exit screen, turn it off completely, and just go about your lives. We don't really care. Honestly.
And then, well, we can have some suggestions. You can go
Yeah.
watch the Kardashians.
Yeah, you can go watch Kardashians. You can go watch.
I heard there's
Netflix.
like maybe a rerun of Paris Hilton or
Yeah.
something. I was just watching.
You can watch Tiger King.
Tiger King. I was just watching Mike Tyson beat
Gilmore
the
Girls.
shit.
You can go watch Gilmore Girls.
I was watching Mike Tyson beat the shit out of Larry Holmes. That was fucking amazing. So ESPN.
There's lots of kitty videos to watch on YouTube, so there's all
That's
that.
true too.
So
But
Justin,
anyway,
let's
we're
get-
gonna get
let's get
down
to
to
the
the
matter at
nitty-gritty.
hand,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So it's the 5th week of quarantine now.
I believe so.
And,
Or even the 6th or 7th, depending
yeah.
on where you are in the world.
Exactly, that's very true.
But it is Saturday,
Economy.
April 18th, and it is 420 weekend.
Yeah.
So,
Congress is actually they're still on vacation, by the way.
yeah.
Congress is still on
They're
vacation.
trying to get Representative Thomas Massey's trying to get people back into Congress to make votes, but they say that there's a loophole where they allow just to, vote virtual.
Okay.
But hey, we're having a good time. The beaches are open.
Oh yeah, that's right. In Florida, they had the beaches open for we don't know how long now, whether it's indefinitely or not, but maybe it may
There was a
open
big
for
crowd
longer.
on last night at 5
Yeah.
p.m.
That's good news for Florida, right?
But they have to make you keep moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just chill out at the beach.
You can't sunbathe at the
Yeah,
beach.
exactly.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no sunbathing
yeah.
allowed. You have to be
I don't even think the
exercising,
pier is
walking,
open
and be
because I have
moving.
an awesome 900-pound fishing magnet that
Okay.
I'm just brought into the pier.
Okay.
But I don't know if the pier's open. But I know we can surf, so hey, let's go
So,
surfing.
so how do you feel about the stimulus checks, Justin? We've been receiving
I know-
the first wave of
I know
stimulus
two
checks that
people.
came in.
My aunt and my art gallery friend have got the checks.
Okay.
My art gallery friend, his experience is he went for 4 days straight to pull out $600 from this debit card that they
Okay.
put the check on.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And it's lucky that he kept that debit card,
Yeah. Yeah.
because if not, it's gone.
Right.
Now, they told me I'm going to get one in the mail.
There's a limit in the banks though, because there's
Yeah.
been a bank run. There's been multiple bank runs
I
actually.
like that.
There's been multiple bank runs, so there's
Murray
limits now.
Rothbard loves it.
Yeah.
Bank runs are exciting.
Wells Fargo, Bank of America, J.P. Morgan Chase, Fidelity, all these banks, they are receiving.
And then the
some
thing is,
love-
like, the mom and pops aren't getting the money.
Yeah.
We got Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were given $30 million. Overpriced steakhouse.
$30 million
$30 million.
bailout. Ruth
And then-
Chris Steakhouse.
And then, like, there's me. I'm unemployed.
yeah.
You're unemployed. We're
We're both
underemployed, actually. Underemployed. Because we still have
Underwhelmed.
avenues. We have avenues of making money.
Yeah.
So we're cool. I mean, we have a roof overhead and this
Yeah.
beautiful studio.
We do.
But imagine that Ruth's Chris Steakhouse
Yeah.
is getting $30 million.
While
and
the
then,
small mom
the
and
small
pop
mom and
businesses are
pops.
being buried underground.
and then people aren't even getting unemployment for
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
They,
Only 4% of the citizens in Florida have gotten their unemployment applications processed. 4%. How about that, Justin?
and what about these small business loans? I mean,
Yeah.
where's the money going?
Yeah.
It's going into the bankers'
Yeah.
pockets.
The politicians are getting it too.
I
The
mean,
bankers,
even
of course.
hedge fund owners
Yeah.
are allowed to
Yeah. Yeah.
skim their banks,
Absolutely.
which is beautiful
Yeah.
in itself, as long as it's an
They're
open
getting-
playing field for everyone.
Yeah.
That's what we want, right?
So imagine you order like an extra large pizza from Papa John's, right? Imagine that. You order like an extra large pizza from Papa John's, and the bankers, of course, I mean, they
Take
control
their
everything,
slice.
right? they take
Massive.
out of those 12 slices, the bankers probably get like 10 slices, right? So there's 2 slices left, okay? So there's 2 slices
Who
left.
gets
Those 2 slices. The politicians get like at least
Mhm.
1.5, right? The politicians get like at least 1.5, and
then
then we're left with
lobbyists-
half a slice.
Lobbyists.
Lobbyists.
No, we get a quarter of a slice.
We get a quarter of a slice. I'm guessing.
We get 10%.
So out of 12 slices, okay? Out of 12 slices, we get about
The sliver.
yeah, we get the slice.
And then we get
crumbs,
the
we get the
leftover ranch dressing
crumbs. Yeah,
to put on our slice.
yeah.
Or
We don't-
sliver of a
we don't
slice.
even get the garlic sticks.
No, not
There's no garlic sticks. Right?
There ain't no jalapeno peppers
No,
for
no.
us. There ain't no mozzarella
No.
sticks. Nah. But hey, we do what we can,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we stand up for our rights because there is an uprising going on.
Yeah.
Have you heard about
Michigan.
some things? Michigan.
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, that's true.
Italy
Yeah, yeah,
is fed up
Yeah.
at the moment. So there is a modicum of hope,
yeah.
and there are things that we can do, which is exactly what we're going to discuss in the next episode.
No, absolutely, yeah. If you guys stay tuned, in episode 3 we'll discuss about some of the plans that we may have for you guys if you're interested. If you want to really take care of yourself during these difficult times, because right now, as Justin was saying, we have uncertain times. So these are times of great uncertainty, mass hysteria, an explosion of fear.
Explosion of fear, but the thing is, we can all relax and calm down because we can still live
Yeah,
peace, liberty, prosperity,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
a complete prosperous world
we
outside of the government.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're doing here. New
I mean,
world anarchy. That's
what's-
what it's all about, right?
Exactly. If you think about it, what's the most important thing right now? Your health, right? Yeah. If you have your health, you have everything. Without your health, you don't have anything. Yeah. So you gotta have your health.
Health. You got
Health
some
is the real
victuals,
wealth.
some macaroni and cheese and
Yeah.
tuna,
Yeah.
or maybe
If
if
you're-
you go the pork way, or
If you're having multiple meals a day, you're having a great life.
and then you have a roof over your head.
You have a roof over your head, you're having a
and,
great life.
Maybe you need some diapers. We'll provide you diapers. If anyone needs actual diapers, I will send you diapers because that is one of the most important things ever, right? I don't know about this gentleman. I don't know about me.
Yeah.
But
Well, in
we'll
times
send
in times
diapers
of great
because-
fear, in
And
times of great
seeds,
fear,
guns,
yeah,
ammo, garden.
you're gonna
Those are
need
things that
you're gonna need certain
we do.
assets in times of great fear that will really catapult you to a higher level of survival. Because that's what
Higher level of survival.
Yeah.
So that we're not just surviving, we're thriving,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Right
Let's
now
do
we're
that.
thriving,
We're thriving.
but a lot of people are not thriving.
Are not.
Yeah,
No, man.
yeah. A lot of people are actually suffering because what happened, Justin? I mean, the first week we had 3.3 million people hit unemployment.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, and then
now
the
it's
second
at
week,
5.5, and
Yeah.
now another.
yeah. So now we have
This
22
is
million. We have 22 million unemployed citizens in the
because
country.
they've shut down the entire capitalist system for
Yeah.
what? For what?
Yeah.
You know what I think? It would have been kind of an interesting idea, but what if we just tried to get all those people who are really sick
Right.
and isolate them, and then everyone else just went about their
That's
day?
what Gerald Celente says.
That could have worked,
Yeah.
but instead,
That's what we should have
well,
done.
now we have mass hyperinflation.
Yeah.
We have total unemployment.
Mhm.
We have restaurants shut down.
Yeah.
We have the package store that's still open.
Yeah.
We have the post office that's still open. Oh, the gun store is still open. My flea market is not open.
I'm glad you mentioned the post office, by the way. So, according to Congress and according to the White House, the USPS, United States Postal Office, is not getting a bailout for the month of April. So that means there is a possibility in May we will not be receiving any mail whatsoever from the USPS. So they could be
insane.
underwater next month, which is 2 weeks from now.
Well, the good news is that we have the FedEx
Yeah,
that can pick up the slack.
yeah,
Same with the UPS.
yeah,
We don't even need postal service,
yeah.
really, because
Well,
a gentleman
Mail's
back in the day,
outdated.
200 years ago,
Yeah,
Lysander Spooner, he created the American Postal Service.
yeah,
What did the government do? they said, oh no, we have a monopoly on the postal service, you're not allowed to send mail.
Yeah. Okay.
Now there was a little wiggle room because the FedEx and the UPS are allowed, but they don't allow,
Right.
I can't send these postcards
But-
I have.
So what's going to happen is that there's going to be more unemployment now because once USPS is shut down, who knows how many millions of people around the country are workers and employees of the USPS, right? And they will all be jobless now because by May, chances are it's a very high probability that they will not be bailed out, like
That's
Wall
why
Street.
whenever I see any
Unlike Wall Street, will
postal
bail out.
worker or transportation
Yeah.
service, I'm like, peace,
Yeah.
thank you, keep going.
Right.
Let's
Right,
just
yeah.
keep this country going
Yeah.
at the
Because-
bare minimum. I mean, how much further can
So-
we go? How much lower
No,
can we go?
exactly. I mean, let's think about it here. We got
I don't
so
think they thought about it at all.
yeah.
They
So
didn't
we-
think through the consequences of what's
Yeah.
gonna happen, the hyperinflation, the Federal Reserve,
Yeah.
this money printing
Yeah.
that's off the wall. Because in 2008, the financial crisis actually was just transferring money from banks
Right.
to the Federal Reserve and back again, open market.
Yeah.
Now we're actually like printing money
Yeah.
and sending it to people.
Unlimited money.
Unlimited,
We're
and then now
having-
they're gonna have another stimulus package. And that is going to
Do you know-
deflate your dollar.
Do you know what Jerome Powell said, by the way? He's the chairman of the Federal Reserve, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. This is all facts, by the way. You guys don't have to believe us. You can just research this for yourself. So that's what's happening right now to your dollars, right now. So your dollars that you carry right now in your pocket, whether you have it saved in a savings account, CD account, bank account, checking account, doesn't matter what you have. That's what's happening to your dollars right now as we speak. The stimulus check that you received in the mail, it doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean anything. Everything is burning right now. The dollar is being devalued at probably the highest rate in United States history right now.
No, that's very true.
Yeah, the highest
Since
rate of
1913.
devaluation. Yeah, which was the establishment. 1913 was the establishment of the great and mighty Federal Reserve. Isn't that right, Justin?
Yes, sir. On December
December
24th,
I think it was 23rd.
23rd,
2 days before Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas
with
Eve,
the
Eve. Right? Yeah, good times.
Congressman out of office.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just going
Yeah,
to devalue your money.
right.
And then the income tax instituted at the same time.
That's true.
And then they took complete control of the Senate.
Yeah.
There
Congress.
was no direct Senate representation.
Yeah. That's true.
1913, that's
Yeah.
a very crazy revolution.
Yeah.
Then they went further and further, and so by 1970, when Nixon was in
Oh,
office,
yeah.
what happened
But
there?
what happened way before that? So what happened about 16 years after the establishment of the Federal Reserve? We had the Great Depression.
Yes, sir.
The Great Depression, which is almost 100 years from now, which began in October of 1929.
Herbert Hoover.
Yeah. The Hoover
Yeah.
presidency.
They
And
thought they were doing good, but
Yeah.
it was just a massive, total re-engineering of
Yeah.
the entire economy that's
Yeah.
happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the Hoover years. We're
And-
in the Hoover
yeah.
years. I mean, we're in the Hoover Dam. We're in the Hoover Swamp
Yeah.
right now.
that's what it is. And the funny thing is that, so what happened during the Great Depression was that it made a lot of millionaires into billionaires. But at the same time, what happened was that
I'd like to be Ruth's Chris.
multiple, not multiple, but millions of people were bankrupt. The suicide rate skyrocketed. It was the Great Depression. I mean, people.
Hey,
were
but then
jobless.
there was some positives. Hey, we got the baby boom.
Yeah. Which
We
was
can
about
blame everything on those baby boomers now.
2 decades after
but-
that. Yeah. A decade after. That's true. No, we can't. Yeah, we can't blame everything on one.
No, not everything, but still a wide variety of things.
Right.
My apologies, mom and dad.
But-
still,
But back then, though, like at that
they
time.
didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, at that time it was a shock because they've never faced anything like that before. It was the first time.
Have we faced anything like this before?
No,
I don't think so.
this is
It's
unprecedented.
unprecedented. Yeah.
That's what it is.
But I mean, it was like, I don't know, 9/11 was kind of crazy, but that was over
Yeah,
whatever's happening in
Yeah.
the Middle East.
that's true.
And now it's happening at home.
Yeah,
So,
it's it's happening in every country.
Yeah, that's true too. But
Yeah.
I think we should bring it back to some kind of positive outcome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a lot of things that we're going to provide information for in
Yeah.
the next episode. But we really just hope that you were offended and you down us and you hate our guts, and then come back and watch more. Right?
Well, so what's happening right now is that hyperinflation is happening. The debt continues to skyrocket. I mean,
The
we have
beaches are open
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. But okay, so let's talk about the debt. I mean, what's going on with the debt, right? We have $24.5 trillion
There's
in
no
debt.
way we can pay that back.
I mean, we're broke right now. We've been broke for a long time, actually.
That's why I say that we should repudiate the debt,
Yeah.
like Dr. Bernard Rothbard said.
Yeah.
And then also we need to look at all of the resources that we have as a country and individuals and our labor and our minds, and then release that to the world.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the Midwest is stagnant.
Yeah.
There's so many resources there that we could unleash to the
So,
world.
have you heard
Like
about?
in Alaska.
Yeah.
Alaska gives their citizens $1,000
Yeah.
because they use oil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's
And
what's
now
happening now?
we're gonna
We're all getting
yeah,
money now.
Well, now we're gonna pay people not to
Yeah.
produce oil. Have you heard
So,
that?
I don't. Yeah,
That is
that's true.
insane.
That's true. One thing
What's
is-
next? I want to get paid not to make movies.
Yeah.
What would you like to be not paid for?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What would you like to be not paid for?
Yeah.
Comment.
What were we fighting back in the 70s or the 60s? Was it communism that we were fighting? The Vietnam War was all about communism, wasn't it? If you think about it, what have we become right now? We went from a capitalistic society, and then everything changed when we got our first stimulus check, right?
That's the thing. Like,
Aren't
who's
we
the enemy
communist
now?
state
Who's
now?
the enemy now?
We went from capitalism to communism.
Like,
We're communism right
Who's
now.
the enemy now? Like,
Yeah.
there is no enemy. It's
No.
just some like weird nebulous thing that's like
Yeah.
all around us.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want
That's
to
right.
fight and combat this nebulous weird
Yeah.
thing they call the corona.
Yeah.
But
There's like
Who
this.
can quantify it?
Yeah, there's like this aura right now, some ghastly ghosts going around, roaming around right now that we call it a virus. I'm not going to go ahead and like deny the fact that there is a virus.
Exactly.
Maybe there is a virus.
Well, there is a virus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
But it's
So-
what is the virus
Yeah.
and what extent
Right,
is
right,
it though?
right. But
Impacting their daily
But what's
life.
happening is this though. Okay, so this virus has killed roughly 160,000 people worldwide, and the infection has reached over 2.2 trillion. The population of the planet is 7.8 billion people. And if you really do the mathematics, the people that have died is 0.0019, or you can just say 0.002%.
And who were those people? They
Yeah.
weren't the healthy people.
No,
They weren't the young people.
No.
They weren't the people that you would expect if some kind of
No, no, no,
invasion
no,
of
no,
the
no.
body snatchers came. It would just be like,
did you know?
didn't matter,
Yeah.
like everyone would die.
Yeah.
Like there's a possibility that anyone would die.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not what's happening. It's an invasion of the body snatchers for
Yeah.
the people that are on their way out already.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of this thing called death. I'm not gonna die. I don't know anything about death.
Yeah.
But there are people I've heard that have died.
I'm sure that
And
death
these
used
are
to.
the people that
I,
are on the way
yeah,
out
I
anyway.
think that death used to exist before the coronavirus,
I think so too.
right? I could have sworn it used to
Pretty
exist
sure,
before the
pretty
coronavirus.
I know. I think. Well, I can ask my friend Lauren.
Yeah.
She's a nurse practitioner. She'll know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But so right now, okay, we have this pandemic that's
So what do we do next?
inflaming the entire world. But at the same time, what's happening is that we're going underwater when it comes to financial turmoil, financial,
And we cannot
Recession.
rely on the government.
no.
I mean, they might.
The government.
Governor Cuomo,
Yeah,
Mr. Donnie,
yeah.
they might be on the television
Yeah.
trying to assuage your fears.
Well, Congress is still on vacation,
Yeah.
so that's how much they care about us. They went on vacation until 4/20, by the way. It's been 3 weeks now. What a good time. 420, right? That's when they're coming back. April 20, 420 is when they're coming back.
Well, happy 420.
Yeah, 420.
But meanwhile, yeah, let's
there's,
make positives.
Yeah, the stock market keeps skyrocketing.
I've got gold on the way.
Yeah, he has
Got
gold
guns
on the way.
on the way.
He has guns on the way.
Guarded.
Yeah,
That's what we need to
Yeah.
focus on.
but
And then we need to maintain the lines of communication open because this is our last resort. I
Yeah.
mean, this is why we're doing this.
yeah,
Because without y'all and without us here, what are we doing? We're just like binge watching, the Kardashians. or
Gilmore
whatever.
Girls,
Gilmore
Kardashians,
Girls,
and kitty videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
kitten videos.
Without. So, like, unsubscribe, resubscribe.
Yeah, if you guys don't like our
Keep
material,
on
just
watching.
unsubscribe. We don't really care at this point. But we just want to deliver a message to you people because I think it's high time for us to really get our voices out because Justin and I are really tired of getting our First Amendment revoked. Or actually not even revoked, eliminated at this point.
Exactly.
Burned.
4th, 1st,
Yeah.
and 9th and 10th. Don't forget the 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah.
But those guys in robes and where is the Supreme Court in all this?
Vacation.
Yeah.
They're on vacation, I think. Congress on vacation.
Everybody's on vacation.
Everybody's on
Why
vacation.
not? Beach hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go and relax
Yeah.
at the beach,
But
chill out, surf.
so we have to really get to a point in which we have to acknowledge that there's a very big problem financially, which is probably the biggest problem we're
The
facing right now.
fiscal,
The fiscal policy is trash right now.
it's not sustainable.
Yeah, I mean the
I mean,
government.
it's just not
yeah.
sustainable. I mean,
The
no
gov-
matter where you make the numbers up,
Yeah.
it's just not
Yeah.
sustainable. So we
The
know where
government's
we're going.
expenditure is just
We know where it's
ballooning.
going.
It's ballooning. They keep spending money.
Empires die.
$24.5 trillion.
Always die.
Yeah, yeah,
So when?
yeah,
We have a little bit more time left because,
Yeah.
hey, we got a really awesome military.
yeah.
We have control of
And what
the
is-
fiat dollars
what
that
is the
control
US dollar
the
backed
oil.
by?
Oil.
The petrodollar. Besides that,
And this military.
and yeah,
And these
the United
guys.
States military.
Yeah, thank you, servicemen.
That's what the US dollar is backed by the way. It's not backed by gold.
No, not anymore. So, well, I mean, we've seen some uprising in Michigan.
Yeah.
When do you think the guys in the servicemen are going to say enough's enough?
Yeah.
I'm not serving and protecting.
Those
I'm not
those
doing
people,
anything.
yeah. Those people have just had enough because they can't work anymore. When you can't work, when you've had your livelihood stripped away from you by a government that is so endearing to our hearts, they will just do anything.
Endearing.
Yeah. They will just do anything to reach their objective, which is basically the point we're trying to make here is that
It's all about obedience and control.
it's all, yeah, exactly. It's all about obedience and control.
And we are trying to provide a path to freedom,
Yeah.
like a path to liberty.
And,
And sound
Your-
mind, body,
yeah.
and soul.
yeah.
Like, just, I encourage you all to stay safe and stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
Get yourself
work
out
it
of
all
debt.
out. We're gonna work this out.
If you can, get yourself out of debt. That's actually most
Debt,
important.
definitely.
No
And
debt.
then back to the earth.
Yeah.
Like I said, the seeds, the guns, the ammo.
Yeah.
Make sure you got the roof over your head. And,
Yeah. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're in a good state of mind. Because exercise is most important nowadays.
And
Exercise.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot more. I can say that Viktor Frankl is a very amazing fellow. He wrote a book called The Search for Meaning. So if you want to take a look, Viktor Frankl, The Search for Meaning. Also, Walter Percy, Lost in the Cosmos. That's a very good book too. Ludwig von Mises, Human Action. Murray Rothbard, Dr. Murray Rothbard from Columbia and the University of Las Vegas, Man, Economy, and State. And then, well, just open up a book of fiction.
Yeah.
Or produce a play. Or go
Well,
skateboarding. Or
yeah.
play basketball.
Yeah.
Or create a YouTube content yourself and we can have a conversation. Maybe you're
Or if you guys are
could
interested,
be our next guest.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, if any one of you don't acknowledge the fact that we have good content and material, you can join us for our next episode. You're welcome to be our next guest, whoever is interested. We're just trying to include people with positive attitudes, somebody who's willing to make some sort of basically the way I would say is that somebody who's trying to make
a contribution.
Contribution, a movement. We're trying to basically start a movement, really
and share knowledge.
Inform people, share knowledge.
Hey, if you guys have like secret
secret
seed or any ingredient, share it with us.
We just want to spread as much truth,
positive,
and facts and information out there in the world,
worldwide.
Yeah. And
worldwide. Make the world a beautiful place. Again.
Well, it's really important right now because
I think so.
There's too much happening right now, especially with the lockdown and quarantine. So
I know it used to be
there's
make
things going
America great again.
Yeah.
We got to go beyond that. We got to make the universe great again.
I think now it's all about.
There's a lot of big forces that are against us.
Yeah.
So let's try to have a counter movement.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At this point, what's most important is to make America and the world open again.
Open.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Everything is closed, shut down.
Yeah.
No activity. Economy's dead right now. There's no economy. it's dead. But the stock market keeps rising.
That's true. Hey, gold's up and down today. You see that?
Yeah.
Same as silver. Yeah. Anyway, make the world open again.
Yeah. That's true. You just gotta take it one step at a time. And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about it?
I'm in a sprint.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the sprint.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a marathon,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm ready for the sprint.
Yeah.
We gotta go. And we're gonna shoot threes.
Yeah.
Switch. Let's do it. Alright?
That's true.
It's gonna be a long haul, but we can make it.
There's interesting times coming, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be getting a lot of interesting activities, a lot of uprisings, a lot of civil unrest, a lot of unexpected series of events.
I was watching Mike Tyson and Spinks boxing match,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. It was at Atlantic City, and 1991,
Mm-hmm.
and Muhammad Ali just made his presence known in the ring, but all he could do, he was really tired at the time, a lot of illness. All he could do, but to show his support, he just stood up like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if just people just do that and show their support in any slight modicum that they can,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be legion,
Yeah.
we'll be strong, and we'll own their base.
Have you ever thought about the fact that sometimes when you're busy with your life, there are certain things that go over your head, you're not really paying attention to it much, and then when you kind of just stop and you just kind of think about these things, there's more to life than what's really going on right now, because there's so much happening that we're zooming out, instead of zooming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just
One boss, a friend of mine, he was my boss, he said, Justin, there's things you know.
yeah.
There's things you don't know, but then there's things you don't know you don't know.
Yeah.
Now those are things I'm interested in.
Yeah.
The things that we don't know that we don't know.
That's
like
true.
Contemplate
No,
that
exactly.
for a moment.
One thing that most people that I've seen, maybe they do, maybe they don't, but do people ever leave their houses without anything in their pockets and just go walking around outside? Not like no phone.
Once or twice in the last week.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make a conscious
Yeah.
decision to do that.
Yeah.
But
No
no
phone.
one does that.
Yeah.
Not that I know.
No
But
iPod.
it's-
No
but it's
phone.
a beautiful
No
thing.
camera. Nothing. You just walk.
Keys.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like cigarettes
Yeah.
or cigars or lighter or
Yeah.
whatever you need.
Yeah.
even a watch.
Right.
You know. Let's
You
go
just-
back to nature.
You just go back, yeah, you just go back to years and years before in the past.
Remember that when you were a kid?
Yeah,
That was fun.
those are great times.
Let's go back. Let's do that. All right, let's go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go play a fort. We're gonna go make a tree house.
Those were such interesting times.
But it can be again. Remember when you used to paint? You thought you were a painter. Maybe you were like 3, 4 years old,
Mhm.
6 years old when you were painting with your classmates.
Yeah,
And then at some time at like 8 or 9, everyone was like, "Oh no, you're a terrible painter. You just do stick figures." So you just lost that ability,
Yeah.
or you just said, "Oh yeah, I'm not a good painter, so
yeah.
I'm just gonna join the rest of the 90% of the people that don't paint or
Yeah.
draw anymore." But why is that?
Yeah.
I mean, we should all be music makers and dreamers of dreams and get back to that creative, artistic side that's within us.
Yeah.
Always. I mean,
You just gotta say no to materialism.
you gotta say
Say-
no to a lot of things.
Say no to materialism, say yes to nature.
Say no to the state, say yes to you.
Yeah,
Go for yourself.
yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Always.
Believe in yourself.
Have the power to be able to choose for yourself the life that you want for yourself. Don't have somebody else, like the government, be able to
That's
institute.
exactly what Dr. Viktor Frankl said. Because when he was in Holocaust in the camp, he was able to control his mind and just say, like, even though I'm in the most horrible circumstances ever, I am still free. Because I made a conscious decision in my mind to be free.
Yeah,
Man's search for meaning. And
Yeah.
that's what we're all after.
yeah.
Man, woman,
Because
search for meaning.
there's a quote in which it goes by, I think it was, I'm not really sure, but it might have been Charles Manson actually, so don't hold me to it. But he actually said that prison is not physical, it's not out there, it's
That's
not like a
exactly-
prison cell.
Exactly.
Prison is in the mind. You know, you can be living a life that you believe is free, but simultaneously you're living a life in prison because prison doesn't exist externally. Prison is mostly in here. If you're locked up in here, you're a prisoner. You're a prisoner of your mind, which is the worst prison you can be in. And I'm afraid to say, but a lot of people live that way. A lot of people are victims and prisoners of their own mind, and they've shackled themselves.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. And that's what we really need to let go of. That's what we have to relinquish at this point. Because I sincerely believe that 2020 will be the greatest, wildest, life-changing
It's been a wild ride so far.
year probably in our lives, yeah. And it's only been
Like
three-
as we were talking about,
and a half
2019 was pretty crazy
yeah,
for us.
yeah,
And now 2020 is
Yeah.
just like ramped up
yeah.
exponentially.
Exactly. It feels like the past 3 months of 2019 has been like 3 years. Each month has been a year.
Like I said, I would have never thought
Yeah.
January 1st that
Yeah.
we would come to this. I mean, it's
Who would even expect that would be the whole world would be quarantined at this point?
pretty gnarly. Or
I
the
don't
whole
say
entire
that.
capitalism shut down, except for very few people. Well,
Yeah. Pulling the strings.
thankful for the delivery drivers. I got some Miami grills. That's nice. Got some food.
Yeah, we're thankful for the truck drivers.
Truck drivers.
We're
some
so
of the
thankful for the
convenience
farmers.
stores,
I mean,
the farmers.
The farmers are probably they're the superheroes of our times these days because they're the ones who are responsible for growing all of the crops and food that we take advantage and indulge and we go and hoard.
True. And
Some people
all
hoard
the
toilet
front-
paper.
The people at the front lines, the nurse practitioners,
Yeah.
the doctors.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for your service.
Yeah.
That's incredible. We should just wrap this up. I just have one quote from Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson
Okay.
from Self-Reliance,
Yeah.
1841. I'll just read.
Sure.
A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. adored by little statesmen and philosophers and divines. With consistency, a great soul has simply nothing to do. He may as well concern himself with his shadow on the wall. Speak what you think now in hard words, and tomorrow speak what tomorrow thinks in hard words again. Though it contradict everything you said today, you shall be sure to be misunderstood. It is so bad then to be misunderstood. Pythagoras was misunderstood, and Socrates, and Jesus, and Luther, and Copernicus, even Galileo, and Newton, and every pure and wise spirit that ever took flesh. To be great is to be misunderstood. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Self-Reliance,
Wow.
1841.
Wow. That man was a genius. That's all I can say.
Concord, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
And I have one more addendum to Justin and Ralph Waldo's speechless quote. I just want to say that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And that was a quote from George Orwell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a great day, stay safe, and join us in our third episode.
It was a pleasure.